Fear is a liar. Hey, welcome to Goddess Ramblings, Getting Scrappy with Life. This is where we talk about real life, healing, starting over, boundaries, and becoming who you really are. If you're in the middle of this messy thing called life, then you are in the right place. Today, I want to talk about fear. And fear is such a tricky little bugger inside your head. Oh my God. Not only is it inside of your head, but it's also inside of your body. So, something that I have been experiencing is getting in front of a screen and going live, or getting in front of a screen and creating these videos. It seems so easy or it seems like it should be so easy, I should say, um, because I love to talk and I love to help people and I just love all the things. All right. For me, um, it's so strange because when it comes to going live or creating content or videos, um, it's so much more than just like coming on here and talking. It's like putting myself out there for the whole world to see. It's creating a almost like stripped down naked version of me. Oh my God. That just seems so scary for me. I don't know if anybody else deals with this, especially if you are a healer and you are trying to um, create your business, or if even just a business owner, um, putting yourself out there and marketing yourself is one of the hardest things to do, or what I keep telling myself is one of the hardest things to do, because growing up, we were always taught, to not talk about the things that you do really good because you would be found egotistical, or you would be found just like people would think that you were full of yourself. Okay. And that is like the furthest thing from the truth. If you don't talk about yourself and you don't talk about the things that you know, and you don't talk about how you can help other people, how are you going to help other people? How are people going to know that, know the most authentic part of you so that you can help them, or you can, share your wisdom with the world? Um, that is just such a tricky thing. And like I said, this is Goddess Rambling. So we're going to ramble for a little bit and then we're going to bring it back in and we'll figure it all out at the end. I know something inside of this mess will help somebody else that is dealing with the same thing. Um, but, anyways, so fear is a liar. This morning, I started going live on TikTok on my Healer Helping Healers page. And it's just a different avenue for me. I feel that that is something that I am also supposed to be helping with, is helping women and healers come back to their heart and to create the life that they desire to step into. Over the last, I'd say, 3 years, I have been talking with healers and helping healers to, find their strengths inside of their businesses. And I've also helped them to remember why they started. Okay. That's been a really strong one for me, is remembering why I started my healing business. Okay. And so, um, yeah, helping healers to keep going, because we need healers that have integrity, and we need, more light workers in this world, because there's so much healing that needs to happen, and there's a lot of negativity lately. I don't know if you guys have felt that or not, um, but yeah, we need as many healers with integrity on deck that we can get. And so I've been helping healers to connect back into their truth and connect back into, where they're moving to in their healing business. And it's been working through a lot of that fear, you know, um, fear of the pivot, because they started as, one-on-one sessions, and some started working with men, some started working with women, and they feel like they're shifting gears a little bit, to, help where now their wisdom is moving towards, or where they're being guided or pulled to. But they've been bouncing up against this huge wall of fear. And it's like fear gets really, really, excuse me, fucking loud. Okay. And fear doesn't just happen when you are doing business. Fear happens when you are moving from an old identity and you're experiencing this messy middle that I keep talking about, and moving to the new identity of who you are becoming. And when that fear comes in, like, I'm just going to give you my experience today. My fear was coming in really loud and clear of like, who are you to do this? Who are you to talk about these things? And, who really wants to listen to you ramble on screen, you know? And that was for the going live and the healers helping healers. And wow, that made me sit with myself for, I bet you, a good 3 hours. 3 hours. Like, that does not make any sense whatsoever, sitting 3 hours with what you are meant to do, just because fear is showing up. Okay. So, something that I had to do today was I had to sit down with that fear. And I suggest you to do this too. If you're feeling some fear and you don't know exactly where it's coming from, just sit down with it. This fear isn't wanting to be pushed away. It isn't wanting to just be ignored. It isn't there to fully stop you. Okay. This fear is something inside of you that is saying, you know what, we haven't ever fucking done this before. And it just wants a stage. It just wants to be heard. It just wants you to know that, oh my God, you're trying something new. And trying something new is scary. And your mind will make up a million stories. And a lot of the stories that your mind is making up are not true. Okay, I maybe better not whisper that. They're not true. They are not true. Fear is a liar. Okay. Fear may show up from other people's experiences. Fear may show up as something you've heard on TV. Fear may show up as, your family story. Oh my God, is that ever a good one? Generational fear of putting yourself out there and being different than somebody else. That is a real thing. That is a real thing to heal from. That is a real thing to sit with and understand, why. Okay, why is it showing up? Doesn't mean to get stuck there. Not whatsoever. It's something to sit with. It's something to understand. It's something to give a stage to. You know what? Fear. Okay, you got my attention for a couple of minutes. What do you want to tell me? What do you want to show me? What do you think I need to hear? Okay. And then it is just giving it that safe space. You know what, fear? Okay, you're here. I feel you. I understand we haven't been where we are going. What do you need me to know? And mine today was simply the fact that my fear wanted me to know that once you hit that live button, there's no going back. Once you hit that live button, Tracy, this is going to open up so much healing and so much space for other people to find safety within themselves. And are you ready for that responsibility? That's what my fear came down to. Was I ready to open that space to hold and help other people hold themselves? Isn't that crazy? It had nothing to do with whether I was a voice that people wanted to hear. It had nothing to do with if I was qualified, because I know I'm qualified. And it had nothing to do with anything other than, are you ready? Are you really ready? It wanted to know whether or not I was going to abandon myself or if I was actually going to hit the live button, go live, and move forward. And that's what I really want you to dip into today is if there's something that you have on your mind, a goal, a business, or something where you are moving from one thing to the next version of yourself, whether that be a goal or that be, whatever it is, I just want you to sit down with that fear that is showing up and ask it, what exactly do you want me to know? What would you like to tell me? And just hold that space for it. Just hold that space for the fear and let it bubble up. And then after you've heard it and you've gave it that safe space to voice its concerns with you, take some nice deep belly breaths in and just allow yourself to tell that fear, okay, I've heard you. Now we're moving forward. And then just do the dang thing. All right? Just do the dang thing. Because you know what? You got to be willing to start as a beginner at anything in this world. And we need more people to keep moving forward and keep growing. All right? So, like I said, fear is a liar. But allow it to have that space and allow it to tell you what you need to know, because not all the times is it trying to stop you. Sometimes it's just trying to let you know that it's there and it's something that you're never going to get rid of. Okay. It just wants space to be heard. And then you can tell it kindly, you know what, fear? That's okay. We're going to still move. We're going to move forward. We're going to do the dang thing again. All right. So I hope you got something out of this episode. And you know what? If you feel that you have something on your heart and you're trying to move through the messy middle of things and you need a little extra support, message me and I would love to help you move through the messy middle and become, whatever it is that you're looking to become, or help you move to the goals that you're ready to achieve, or, just anything that you need support with. Let me know. All right. Have a great day. I love you guys. Big hugs, love, and see you later.